goes away after midnight. So my good friend Chad Allen is standing by to, quite frankly, talk about one of the most powerful solar-powered motion detection lights we've ever done. And Chad, the price, you said, Leslie, at $19.95, everybody loves this product. I bet you didn't even know it was going to be $17 and change.
I'm like, did you see my face when they pulled me up on the screen? I was like, wait a second, like, who did that? That's
Surprise.
Great. No, I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy you made that happen. It's a great price. And we say that because Leslie and I were chatting a little bit earlier, just about the quality of a solar panel is worth a lot more than this. So I recommended to her, for her family, and I've done it for my family as well, picking up 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 and lining your property line with it, because I'll go over the features and what makes this great in just a second. But wow is really when I turn my lights off at my house and I turn on the Bionic spotlight and turn it around.
Oh my gosh.
You can see just how bright the 8 LED lights are on this spotlight. This is just a spot. I'll put my hand over it. You see how it gets dark? I take my hand away from it, look what happens. I completely illuminate my room. You can see the orchid, you can see the tree, you can see everything. I can blind myself. It stays on for about 30 seconds, Leslie, or until the motion, if there's motion that continues to go on, then it will stay on longer. But the reason that Bell and Howell has been able to make a light that is solar powered and it's also so bright, those things are usually, mutually exclusive, that you get one or you get the other, is because of this. The solar comes down, hits that gigantic solar panel, and then it allows for those 8 bright LEDs to flood, I mean flood the area with illumination that you've always wanted. This is your safety and your security. If you just take a look right here, you'll see 22 different cells down that solar panel. And when I turn it to the side, Leslie, I mean, look how thick and how big that solar panel is. You can put it in any direction that you want. And people, sort of like with computers, I talk to Aaron Berger about this a lot. We're neighbors and we're good buddies. And we always talk about how computers have gotten smaller as technology gets better. Well, you want the opposite when it comes to solar powering things, because you want more solar panel to collect the sun's rays and be able to give you that beautiful light that Leslie's showing you there. To have that kind of power, Leslie, I mean, there's 1,000 lights above your head. That studio needs so much light to show anything. I haven't been there in a couple of years, girlfriend, and I can see those flowers behind you were pink. There's a white vase. There's books on the mantle there. I could see that, and I haven't been there over a year.
I know. I am far away from this, and that's the thing, Chad. Remember, I even asked Chad. I said, Chad, seriously, like, is this powerful enough? Because a lot of times, solar-powered lights, they get the job done, but they're not as bright as we want them to be, right? I mean, look at how bright this is. This is no joke, and you could just see it, or you could tell just by the size of that solar panel. So it is sipping that sunlight all day long, and then when the lights go down or when the sun goes down, heaven forbid, there is somebody creeping around in your backyard, or you've got the raccoons that are constantly tipping over your trash cans, or you've got an area where, hey, you've tripped one too many times on that darn step. Don't do that anymore. First of all, this is one of the most respected companies in the world. This is an award-winning company that's been around for over 100 years. We're talking Bell and Howell. They make really great product. You can stake this in the ground, you get the stake included, or you can hang it up permanently. But what you're never gonna be disappointed with is the amount of light. You are going to get light, no wiring, no having to change batteries all the time, because there are battery-powered solar lights, and those get the job done as well. But who wants to climb on the ladder and change the battery every couple of months? Nobody. So pick your color today. This is the lowest price. It is a one-day only price. Just choose the black or the white. I know for a fact a lot of you are picking up multiples. In fact, 2, 3, 4, depending on the size of your property. As long as you place this in an area where it sips sun all day, and look, you can, this completely articulates so you can get that right amount of sunlight. As long as you place it in an area that gathers sun, you are golden. It will be the easiest do-it-yourself lighting, Chad. And this is typically a project that we put off because typically it's very expensive. You don't have to put it off anymore.
That's right. So this motion sensor is something that's really unique because you all of a sudden can open up a world of possibilities, like illuminating the trash can so the raccoons stay out of it. Any sort of burglar, deer, animals that come into your yard. You can mount this because the stake, it just comes out. So when you get it out of the box, you'll actually put the stake into the bottom. But if you don't want to do that, you can mount this. We give you the included mounting hardware. That means you can screw this to any tree, any fence, any post, anything like that. And then if you want to put it in your yard, you just put the stake in and then you can completely articulate it. Now, here's a cute little demo that I did in my own home. I know it's my living room. We're not outside. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to turn the lights off. Behind me on the couch is actually one that's on motion sensing mode. And as soon as I start to step backwards, you're going to see it illuminate immediately. It's right here, and it's so bright in person. I mean, what's coming through my webcam, through the television onto your screen is much different than how bright this is in real life. I am completely illuminated. In fact, so much, I mean, I'm going to take it with me over here because it's so bright, but so illuminated that if I were a burglar, if I were an intruder, if I was somebody coming onto your property and I had this on every single tree and I got blinded by this, I'm walking away. It sort of looks like a camera. It mimics what a camera might look like. It doesn't have any sounds or fragrances. It doesn't turn on a sprinkler. It doesn't do anything crazy. But for this sort of price point, to be able to pick up multiples and line out your yard, we used to have senior pranks. Like, ready for that when the twins, when they're seniors, we used to like throw toilet paper into the trees as seniors. I would have loved to have these in all the trees and smell my
surprise. But you're right. It does kind of look like a camera, right? It does kind of look like a lens and a camera there. So take a look at those super bright 8 LED lights. More importantly, this is what impressed me, because have you seen on the solar powered lights how wimpy the little, you know, solar panel is? Not with this one. And so that alone is a point of differentiation. It is a huge solar panel. I love that you can mount this permanently, or if you're saying, well, I am not handy, I don't want to make holes, you know, on the wall or the post or the tree, or, you know, or I rent a home, you don't have to damage anything. You can go ahead and stake this into the ground nice and easy. If you want to permanently mount it, that's a great option as well. I love that we've got, you know, the options to do whatever that we want. And at that price, at less than $17, at less than $18 a light, that's a big deal. So a lot of you are picking up multiples today. Thank you for your orders. I'm glad you're doing it, because at the end of the day, or while supplies last, that price goes up. So yeah, it'll go up $2 to that HSN price, but still, I'd rather pay 17 bucks and change instead of $20. At the end of the day, you are getting that comforting light. You know, that light that makes you feel more protected, that light that illuminates anything that's creepy, anything that kind of makes you feel uneasy. It is one of the easiest home fixes or projects you can do. And now today, it's one of the most affordable. And please do me a favor, do not, because we've all been burned before, right, Chad? We've all tried to, you know, spend this price, but with a company or a brand we don't know. Don't do that. This is an award-winning company. This is Bell & Howell. We've had them here at HSN for many years. Pick it up from Bell & Howell. Everybody's loving the black. Don't forget, depending on your exteriors or where you plan on posting or mounting this, we do have the white as well. 697323 is your item number, but the brightest solar powered, without question, that we've done here at HSN.
It sure is. And if you are getting multiples, promise me one thing. You'll point one where you park your car and you'll thank me later. Because if there's ever a puddle and you go and get home at night, this will illuminate it and you'll never step in that puddle again. I'll be your new best friend after that one, I promise. I'll save you those suede shoes, my friend.
I love it, Chad. And we are getting multiple purchases. That's the way to go, because if you are concerned with any dark areas in your home, chances are you have enough of a yard or enough of a front area where it makes sense to pick up more than one. And of course, if you want super bright light, then definitely, you know, pick up more than 1 or 2 or 3 today. This is 697323. It is a this day only price. These are water resistant, year round, easiest lighting you will ever do on your own, and quite possibly the most affordable. Chad, it's good to see you, my friend.
Great to see you as well, Lesley. Have a great evening.
Bye, honey. Take care of yourself. 697323 is your item number. Quick reminder of our today's special. I'm totally geeking